I am Endangered Panda getting protected by the conservation organization. I am the youngest in our family. I mostly got all of my parents' love and sister's jealousy. When I was little, my parents did everything for me. They bought me any food, clothes, and toys if I wanted. Sometimes my two older sisters used me to make parents to do or buy what they wanted. By looking at this, I was raised in easy circumstances like an endangered animals raising in preserved area. Thus, I feel fear and get nervous when I get neglected to a new world. I prefer to stay in one spot and have low self-esteem in new environment because I have low adaptability. The first good indicator that shows my low adaptability is my school grade. From 5th to 12th grade, my grades are like roller coaster going ups and downs depend on my circumstances. When I was 12 years old, I first moved into Saipan from Korea. It was my first time going abroad and living in a foreign country. It was a whole new world to me. Beautiful beaches along the road, starry dark nights, quiet environment, palm trees and banana and mango trees right next to my house, and geckos everywhere in my room captured my eyes. However, the schools that I attended, teachers, new house, and people in town were all unfamiliar, and I got captivated by the tension. Most of the teacher and my classmates were black and their accents were very strong. Even black police officers with red eyes and teeth always spitting on the ground. Whenever I go to my house with car, huge dogs were barking and chasing after our car. Everything was horror. I couldn't get along with the atmosphere around me. For me especially, it was hard to make new friends, to adopt new kind of curriculum of new school, and to get familiar with extremely hot climate. Because of my lack of multitasking ability, I couldn't focus on studying because of those obstacles. For about 3.5 years, I have done my best to handle them. I made new friends and played along with them. I started to adapt into new environment and found my own pace. However, I moved to Korea once again after graduating middle school in Saipan. Again, the same thing happened in Korea. When I first entered the school campus, new teachers, friends, classroom, and school building gazed at my face. I was trembled with fear. I started to worry even before the school year started. The worst thing was that I had to live in the dormitory, white painted room with the one wooden closet, desk, chair, and shelves, and stinking smells which gave me headache were the first impression of my dorm room. After I visually faced my room, I really wanted to just run away from it with all of my baggages, but my parents pushed me into the room. From that point, I just admitted the reality and tried to overcome them. That night, after washing my face and brushing my teeth, I went into my room and slept with no contact with anyone. I realized that I was nothing but just a little kid without my parents. Thank God I met good friends and I was able to melt into the new school environment and dormitory life, but they left a year later. In sophomore year, I made another friends and it was quite hard to meet people that I was not used to know them. The atmosphere with new friends and people around me makes me confused once again. I went around the school hallway. Almost everyone passing by me was stranger to me. It was a harsh environment to endanger panda. What's worse, there were lots of projects and presentations that I had to do in front of whole classes. Whenever I stand in front of many people, my face gets red and my hands get red and trembled. Even someone called my name to force me to ask questions or participate in class, I couldn't do it because I was so nervous and not sure about myself. To conceal my low self-esteem and extreme shyness, I tried to be in the corner and stay quiet. Eventually, my efforts to hide my true self were useless. Every time I have to do any sort of presentation in front of class, I try to avoid them, but they always return back like boomerang. As I attend Cheongna Dalton School, at which I am attending until now for about 4 years, the school made me try many things and I had to force myself to do those things even though I didn't want to. In Korean class at junior year, our class had a drama play competition with other classes for our term project and I took a role and I acted in the play. I wasn't sure if I could do this or not, but my friends and classmates encouraged me and pushed me harder and harder to try. With their support, I practiced a lot and hard enough to make myself proud. Therefore, I was able to finish it and our class had the first place in our drama play competition. After that experience, I am pushing myself to do more and more. I took care of director of 2 scenes in the group and made short film. Finally, our group was able to earn 4th place in the College Film Festival. In addition, I took in charge of stage manager for Shakespeare adaptation play. Of course, I faced lots of struggles and difficulties when I tried those things because everything was the first try to me, everything was new. When I took film, it was hard to catch the right angle of camera and find the appropriate spot to film the scene. Nevertheless, many people helped me right next to me. Whenever I was being afraid to make my mistakes, they encouraged me and said that people always learn from their mistakes.
Created using Powtoon.